Well, welcome back to episode 2. We're working in Worlds of Wonders by Johanna Basford. And I did work on this side today. So we just need to finish up what we started. And I think we'll start with the big fish. No, I think we'll start with the top ones and work our way down. Sorry. Oh. And I just used the colored pencils. I thought I was going to use the jelly, but I decided I kind of liked sticking to the basic colors of the purples and the colors that I've already used. So I can only use what I have out here according to my own rules. So I'm just moving things around just a teeny bit so I can see what all I got laying here. Oh, this little jar is going to be fun, but I think we'll do these fish. I don't know if you can see them, but I colored all the little bubbles in blue. And so I'm going to start out with my lavender, and we are using Prisma. And we have 3 little fish in a group here. So that's what I'm going to start with. Maybe. And just pull these little colors down. I like how this is shaping up. I'll give you a better look at the other page when we get done. So I'm trying to make them all look the same. And I want to tell all of our new subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. I really appreciate, and all the thumbs up on part 1. Thank you, everybody. What a delight. I even clapped my hands. I thought, look, they like it. But, you know, we're growing together. We're learning together. Because I certainly don't know everything. As I've said, I've only been color penciling since Christmas, and most of Christmas I was out of it. I was sick through part of January for a whole month. But I am I guess a color artist, watercolors, and I used to do oils until smells started bothering me. So I had to quit that. And for a while, even acrylic paint, toll painting, like the smell would really bother me. But I just keep trusting, and God keeps healing me. So then I went to watercolors. Oh, that was hard. That was really hard. But I started getting the hang of it. Not that I'm a professional of any kind, but you know, we work at our hobbies, our gifts. I think they're gifts that we get. Most of my family is creative. I remember my mom. She took some painting lessons. Can't remember if she was doing acrylics or oil. But she got pretty good. She was pretty proud of herself. I think the most thing is that we have fun. We don't judge ourselves by other artists because we all see things differently. Okay, what other color we can... If you missed the first video, I'm trying to do more lavenders and purples on these two pages with the flowers and the coral and the fish. And then I added in with the little buildings. Terracotta and it's my favorite color. Why can't I remember it? Some starburst. Oh, okay. Mineral orange. I have certain colors that I really like because they seem to just blend well with most any of the things that I do, and I do enjoy them. So let's see, do we have one more? I do. Right here. My neighbor's dog is deciding to take off barking. I think he's been locked up in the house so much that with all the rain. But we have squirrels and we have cats, and that just seem to aggravate him. His name is Francis. He's a rescue dog. He lost his back leg somehow. He never found out how that happened. but the people, I guess, couldn't deal with him, but he's such a sweet dog. He's a pretty big dog too, and he gets around pretty darn good. Okay, on our little fish, we used 4 colors. We used the number 1008, Parma Violet, Mulberry 995, and Lilac 956, Lavender 934. And then I just put a little light peach on their little faces. So I am going to take this one and just kind of want to go over all of it, except for the dark. I don't want to smear. So I'm just taking a lighter color and going over the top. And that just smooths it all out and blends it together. Just like that. Alright, so now we got all of these little fish are all the same. So I'm thinking, let's find that mineral orange. And I'm going to start out by just filling in their bodies. Oh, we got one up there too. I'm just using any of the colors that I have laying here so that it all kind of blends together. And it's not so many colors. Once in a while that works out where you just use every color you can think of. But sometimes it's best just to stick with so many. I have better luck with it looking pretty. And blending nicely together. We got them all? We got them all. Okay. So now, let's see. thinking I'm going to take the Sun Burst Yellow and do the little fins. Let's see. Looks like they're heading somewhere. Maybe they're all going to school. Okay. So I think I'm going to take the orange. I better sharpen it. They're so little. And I just want to just touch their fins a little bit. Just a tiny bit of color sure makes a lot of difference. Okay. Let's see, I don't know if I really want to do this or not. I don't think I do. Well, maybe we'll color them white and then come back in. Because I don't want them so dark. Okay. Maybe I'm just going to stick with the Sunburst Yellow. But with the white, yeah, the white softens it up enough to where it's not so bright. That's better. Like that. Then we can take our little marker get my little eyeball. I'm just pressing down on theirs, so I'm not making a little round. Oops. Now I did it. Sometimes you can erase it, and I did. Or did I? Alright, so let's do it over again. It didn't all come out, but... Oops, wrong color. Okay, now we got the little bitty fish, and I think I'm gonna make these guys Yep, I did it. Chartreuse. But they love it. They think they're the prettiest fish in the whole ocean. So, just going to use some lime peel for their little tails. Like that. So now, working our way down to our bottle and our little vase. So we got a couple little green sprouts growing in here. And a little sailboat in the water. Okay. So let's see. Let's do a lavender. We'll do the Pumner Parma Violet. Some of these names are something else. They probably have a meaning behind them. I just love this picture. I'm so glad I picked it to do today, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. All right, so I think on this other page I seen these too. I guess they're just little stones. I think that's a little seashell they got down there. No, it's not. It's a snail. I know what those things look like. I had aquariums for years. Okay, so then I took, I think, just kind of went over the top of it with this starburst. Yeah. In there. Okay, so now what are we going to do? I got some brown. Or should we, let's just go ahead and use the mineral orange on the boat. And we'll just darken it up. My glasses keep sliding down my nose. I wear trifocals. So ordered me some new little pads for it. Because I can't see when it goes all the way. Okay, here's the pumpkin orange. Let's see if we can darken it up a little bit. Here and there. I don't think it's a pirate ship, so I think it's going to be okay. And then this cork. I know. Let's try starting with. I'm going to start with the putty beige to do the cork. And then we're going to come in and we'll give it some more color. But I'm going to use this for my base. Like that. And this is a cool gray. It's too hard to get down there. Since I have to use just these colors. Sierra. And then I'm going to try a little white. Trying to make it look more like a cork. But that's okay. So let's put some white on our little sails. And what color can we make those little flags up there? Something different, because we're going to make use a lot of this slate gray in our bottle. So now we got to make the water, and now is when I may go over here and pick a light blue. Let's see if we can find like a powder blue. I know I have one. Let me look in my book. Wrong book, wrong book. There we go. Okay. Blue Lake. Well, let's try that one first. I was sure that this had, oh, I found it. Powder blue. Okay. Just kind of mixing it. I'll lay those two down. I'm just gonna go a little bit here. And then I'm just pulling that down into it, making little circles. Kind of like that. And then we got muted turquoise. I don't think that's gonna work, but let's see. Let me go over it with my blue, powder blue. Okay, we can do that. We're just gonna come in real light. Put some color in this wave and then come back over with our powder blue. And that will give it just another shade. Like that. It seems like the water gets lighter as it gets deeper, but seems like it's darker on the top. But I could be totally 100% wrong. These two are going to be really close. it'll be different enough where you can see the waves. So I'm going to use just the powder blue down here. And I'm going to have to be really careful not to smear my little plants. Okay, so now I want to take my lime peel just real lightly change the bottom of this into a little bit of an aqua color. I think. And then I'm going to take my powder blue and just outline my bottle. Like that. And maybe we'll do that. Let me just mix a little in here. Make it look like you're going to see some clouds maybe. I'm just going to go right over the top of some of those really light ones. And try to make them look like more like the clouds are engulfing. And just blend them again. And that one there, I can't seem to get it to blend out, so we'll just add a little more. Okay. So now we got to do our little bottle. not sure I like that. I'm just gonna darken this one a little more. I think that's a little better. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm thinking we'll take this no, I think we're going to go back to our mineral orange. And I'm going to sharpen my pencil. And I'm going to color it. I was going to make it blue, but next to that little jar blue, I think it would just kind of disappear. So I need a contrasting color next to it. So this will be pretty. I think it'll blend better. Yeah, I like that. Thinking about what color to make all the trim. Maybe we'll do green. We get to color our little crab next. He's been so patiently waiting. I wonder if this would be pretty. There they are. It's got these little tiny things that the handles set on. Okay, so now I'm going to use pumpkin orange. Let's do him in pumpkin orange. That's the reddest that I have out here. And I need to do sometimes you have to just stop and look at your picture and see what's... Sometimes we don't look at the whole picture. I don't know what color his little eyes should be. Let's just make them black. They could be any color, I guess. Wouldn't really matter. Alright, so now we're going to do our big fishy. He's kind of a funny looking little guy. And kind of scary looking too. Alright, I'm just trying to think of what I want to do with him. I'm thinking I'm going to use some of my markers on him just to get him started. Here's a couple of greens. And these are water-based. And so, put my water out, and where does, I thought my paintbrush go? There it is. I better get a Kleenex. And these are just metallic markers, but they're water-based, and they're light fast and endurable. So what I did the other day is I just came in with this like this. Because my brush is wet. So I'm just trying to give him a little coat. of this green metallic, and there is no name. Of the color. Anybody really wants to know, I will look it up on Facebook. You would think they would have their name. They're just metallic markers. You do have to be careful because it will peel your paper. I'm just going to come across his little face. Now, if I used him as a marker, which I can, if I wanted to come in here, but you can see by using my brush, I can also spread it out better, and it's not just a marker. Isn't that cool? I'm going to come back in with my pencils. And if you get it places you really don't want it, you can take your clean brush and just keep picking it up. Take a clean brush and pick it up. And you can get it off of, like, if you go out of line or something. I did that on something we were doing. I'm just going to wet my brush and really dry it again. Just pulling that color out. We'll come in with our pencils and do something a little different. I don't know what color green this one is, but let's try it. I'm just dabbing my brush until it's almost dry. Okay, well, I don't really like that color green, but since I did it, went ahead and Did both sides. And we're going to go over it again with this color. So I'm just I dabbed it off after I got it on thing, and I dabbed it off a little more and left that light. So now we're going to say we're really done with the markers for the fish. But I'm going to take this, it's King's Art. I got these on Amazon. I think, how many do I get? 8? Maybe a few more. But anyway, they're gel sticks, and they are water soluble. So I am going to, again, I'm going to do my sand. Just hit and miss. I don't want to do it real, because it's going to dry okay. Let's see, where's that fish? Again, these are just wax. I believe they're wax. They're called gel, but I've been wrong. But so far, every wax pencil that I picked up that are water-based, and some that I didn't even know were, do exactly this thing. You can paint with them. And I like it because they're translucent. It kind of looks more like sand. So you're just kind of hitting and missing. And it dries pretty, and it's not a solid. It's kind of looks like different shades in the sand. And it pretty easily goes right over the top of your wax pencils. Now these pages are nice and thick, so what little bit of water I'm putting down will not take long at all to dry. And it's not going to buckle your paper. Okay. Maybe just a little bit under here. It's kind of hit and miss. All right, now I like that. I like that a lot. I wonder if we put a little on his. Because we did the flowers, and when I went over it with the pencils, especially the lighter color pencils, it gave it a lot of different depths and shading underneath, which was kind of fun. It was different than the normal just look of the pencil. Oops, we didn't do the bottom part here. Okay. So I think I was going to do kind of going up the mountain here a little bit. Because this is just supposed to be sand, and so I'm just trying to fill it in. And you want it kind of darker and lighter. You could do this with your watercolors. Just don't use so much water. Okay. And you can come back in and darken places if you want to. Or there's a little rock, or maybe you didn't get it. But that's what we're going to do with that. So where did I put my lid? There it is. Okay, so now let's see. Now see, he's already dry. I didn't use that much water. So now we can come back over the top of him with some pencils. You could do this with your distressed ink, because they said it was water soluble also. And so this is my well, why can't I celadone green? I know that's not how you pronounce it. I don't know what's wrong with me. How come sometimes I can't? Well, she's 72 years old. 73. Gonna be 74. So let's see if we can put a little lavender in his tail. Just fun to play with all your different. You've got them, so if you don't got them, there's something you could use. And if you don't, just use your pencils. Do the same thing. Give it a light coat. That makes him pretty, huh? Okay, let's do that to his little fins. He almost looks like a trout, huh? I'm not much of a fisherman, but I certainly have been fishing a lot. He's going, "What are you doing to me?" I don't know. We're just trying to make you look pretty. I see him giving me the evil eye. I need a blender pencil. This is, oh, my Kardashian. If I hear somebody say that's the best thing I've ever used, guess what I do? I go and find it. And I try it. And some things are like, oh, they are nice. And other things I think, I don't know about that. So we're just blending and beautifying this little fish. I just want him to be colorful. Not necessarily let's see. Let's just, these light ones, let's just Add just a little bit of lavender on them. You know how fish sometimes just sparkle in one spot. And I'm going to take my little blender. Give it a little blend. Isn't that pretty? Maybe we'll put a little lavender coming down his belly like this. And let's mix a little green like that. Put the lighter green maybe on the top a little more. We'll take our little blender and just blend it in. Like that. Okay. Wonder if we put just a little bit of highlight him right on the top of his back and see if there isn't a there. Let's see if we can do that right there. That little wing seems to kind of disappear. And then we just need to do his face. He almost looks like a rainbow trout. Oh, I'm gonna just put a little bit of the lavender. Like that. I'm going to take the green and go around the little eye. Coming down the top of those. Like that. I'm going to put a little bit of this in this lime peel. No, chartreuse. Right there. Like that. Oh, we forgot a couple little. He had a couple more little spiky things there. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Just fill his little eye in. like that. And I think the only thing left to do now is I want to put some chalk to make it look like water. So I'm just putting my pencils in a jar to get them out of the way. There we go. So now I'm just going to get my chalks out. And I have Castle Art, metallic pastels, and the regular ones. And then I have polychromos, and I have Prisma. And I've saved the tin cans that are big enough. And for those that are new, I put, like in this one, I put my chalks. And so we are now I'm going to get a little pad. And I'm just going to use a little cotton round pads to do this. And I think, let's start at the top. And I may not get it all in the screen, but you'll see at least one side totally. So I got a little X-Acto knife, and I'm looking for something that would kind of look aqua. Okay, probably this one. So I'm just going to start by scraping it all along the top on both sides. And then I'm going to take my little and I'm going to fold it into a little force, and then I'm going to go in little circles. And I'm not going to go all the way to the edge of the page because this picture is basically in the center of everything. And so I'm just going to go around and around and around in all of the white spots where all of this is. Like this. And I got some down in the corners. So it's just going to kind of look like an aqua underground. I'm going to have to get that out of that corner there somehow. I will with my brush. So now I'm going to do this side. And I don't need to go down to the bottom. because it isn't going to cover it up anyway, nor do I want it covered up with the aqua, because this is going to make it look like it's all under the water. And if you just pat on your little chunks of, it will pick it up. And you can kind of move it around. You don't have to do it all in one spot and think it's, oh no, I put too much on that side. So just keep going around and around in little circles. And it does appear I got more on this side than this side. So where'd my little knife go? I'm just going to add some more to this side. Like that. Did I throw my Kleenex away? No, there it is. So you want to make sure you kind of keep your hands clean because you don't know. There, that's getting prettier. And you can put other colors. You could mix blue in with this or whatever you want. I just kind of wanted some aqua. I just rub it in really good into my paper. You don't want to press hard. You just want to keep rubbing lightly over and over until you get it all worked in. And then I spray mine with an acrylic spray that is for crafts and papers and watercolors and stuff, and it's an ultraviolet. You want to get the one that says ultraviolet, that keeps everything from the light to take the color away, and it will keep your colors. And go for that. And then I did, so I made my little, I shouldn't have gone over that because now I made my little sails, but you can see we're done. And I think it turned out really, really pretty. I mean, sometimes if I hold it up close, you can see the colors better. It's like looking into an aquarium. Isn't that pretty? All our little fish. And then on this side, our little city. And all of our little lost objects under the water. Oh, I think that turned out so nice. I really like it. And tomorrow I will spray it. Now let me get up higher. See if you can get a fuller view of both sides. There we go. Didn't that turn out pretty? Well, thank you everyone, every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. you really like this one. So I thank you for watching. I thank you for spending time with me. I thank you for the subscribing and giving me a thumbs up if you like it. And if you hit the bell, you will know when every time I publish something. And if nobody's told you that they love you today, I'm going to be the first one. And I'm telling you now, I love you all. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for being my subscribers. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. You don't know what it means to me. Have a wonderful day.